Welcome to Let's Learn Jurassic World Evolution. Alright, so we're off to a pretty good start. We haven't satisfied any of the needs of these folks yet. Let's talk about, well, first of all, don't necessarily have to have the shelter right away, but you really do want to have a shelter in a good location just in case we have bad weather. On this island you don't have much, but you can see the radius. This guy right here will take care of just about everything that's going on there. So that's a great location for a shelter. And let's look at our management views and see if we can't get food and drink up a little bit.
Make a heck of a team.
So there, we finished another one for the business guy, and there we go. We're going to get our business, our entertainment
Hey, Isaac,
mission.
how you doing? I got some cool stuff you need to be a part of, so I'm putting it out there. Come on and help the winning team.
So they want
Mine.
So he wants us to get the Ceratosaurus, which we're already working on. And if we're going to get that, then we're going to need to think about where we're going to put him. Cannot put him in with these guys. They'll just kill them all. He's a large carnivore.
Parks rely on drawing people in. And what is more attractive than new dinosaurs? Well, me, of course.
So here's what we're going to do.
What I'm saying is, let's get some fresh dinos in the hopper.
We're going to build
I wasn't sure about this contract, but no matter. The higher-ups are pleased, so you should be as well.
make sure we have a path connection for that shelter.
Lambert here.
Now we're getting our security
I've got
mission.
a new assignment that I think is perfect for your...
But we're going to have to wait on that one because we can only do one at a time. So what I'm going to do here, what I did was I set up kind of surrounded the creation lab so I can reuse it over and over. And what we're going to do is we'll put a gate here somewhere. Won't fit. There we go. And we can use that to let herbivores out into this large paddock that we're going to start to slowly fill up. And then we're going to have paddocks down here for our carnivores and other things, and we're going to go ahead and keep using this same Hammond Creation Lab to handle that. So let's see here. We've got some new stuff. And let's keep improving him for a little bit while we work on our enclosures down here. So now, here's a key concept, I believe. You want to think about when you're setting up a new paddock, you don't think about the fence first or the animal or anything. You think first about, okay, how am I going to get services in here? How am I going to get the visibility? How am I, in other words, where's my enclosures and where are my...
I don't know what's worse, treating these creatures like grist for the mill or propping them up as curiosities.
So in other words, how am I going to see these animals? And so you kind of want to figure out where your boundaries are. And we're going to have something down here. Rotate this around. We'll leave some space in here for the services. In other words, food, beverages, perhaps even a hotel. And we'll start building out our little carnivore. There's the end of it. So let's just go out here and leave some space like so. Now that's our viewable area. We'll put in a fence. Run it like so. And I can tell you from experience that a ceratosaur is going to need a little bigger than the viewing area to be happy. We'll leave some space for path in there. Make sure we give it a gate so that our rangers can get in there to tend to things. And a keratosaur, if we look at our handy dandy spreadsheet, this is going to pin. He's got this pin plan, keratosaur. Let's see here. Let me clean this up. I was doing some playing with combinations. This is a pretty nice little thing you can do. It's called a pin planner he has, where you can, it'll go out and drag in that information. So we're going to run Keratosaurus, which is our large carnivore, and we're going to put small carnivore with it. They're actually compatible and they work well together. So we need 71% grass and 29% forest in order to make this work. And by the way, this out here is my little addition. But at any rate, we need a decent sized pin, which we have, and 71% grass. So let's see how we can do that. All right, 71% grass should not be that difficult. So we're just going to remove trees. That should do it. We'll find out when we actually put him in there. We can adjust, make sure that there's water, and since we're going to store, oops, add water. Since we're going to store two carnivores together, we want to have a couple places where they can get water, and we want to have a pen to feed. We want some live food coming out here for the keratosaur to hunt. And then we need power, because we can see here we don't have power to this one. So we need another substation. And I'd like to get it, let's see, like so. There we go. Now we have a viewing area except for the path. Okay, now we have a place to put our Keratosaurus, and let's see how we're doing on our fossils. Let's pump him up a little bit more. Let's see if we have any kind of things we can do to this Keratosaur. He's at 52 right now, which is a big risk for, say, $550,000. And we'd love to start modifying these guys if we have anything at all. We do have this digestion, which will add 2% to his rating. That's about it. We really don't have much more, so let's much to work with here. So let's see if we can't do some research and improve our fella. Let's see, the Ceratosaurus, this does not help him. Okay, that will. Now the other thing we can research later is we can upgrade this building, and we can give it success rate upgrades so that the percentages go up. And that's really how you, down the road, how you handle the idea that you, if you put a lot of modification on the genomes, your success rate goes down and down and down, and you need those success rate upgrades to cover that. But we'll get to that later on. Right now we're just working on trying to get this moving along here, and we could use more contracts. And
People like
we
to feel
actually
secure.
have,
That's
we're
our
in
job.
good shape with all these
This
guys.
contract enhances our ability to do so.
Yep. Okay. Okay, when he gets back, we'll do a little more research and then we'll go for it and try to get a Ceratosaurus out there. And we'll send this team right back out. And go to the fossils. So we got a little bit. We'll get it up to a reasonable genome rating, and then we'll give it a shot and try to make a Ceratosaur. Intuitive learning. So we can apply that to him. And let's see if we can't research something else. All these things help us get the rating up. There we go. So let's see if we can add what we just researched. There we go, intuitive learning. We'll apply that gene. And you can see our viability goes down with that, but our rating goes up 8%. And we don't have anything else.
I'm bringing this contract to you
Okay,
while it's still
research is
hot.
all done. So let's see if we can't make one. Got a 63% chance of succeeding here. Now apply the ACU accuracy upgrade to an ACU center, which means we're going to have to research that. And I think we have active research right now. Yes, we do. We're got intensive repair going, but we could go over to, where would it be? Building upgrades, asset containment, accuracy 1.0 would be this guy right here. So as soon as that next one, we can do that as our next one, then we can apply it to the ACU, the asset containment unit, and have more accurate shooting at these animals. These animals get shot a lot. How are we looking here? So far, so good. Would have been nice to have those earlier, but got impatient. All right, you can't wait forever on this stuff. So now, let's send them back out, and we need to start looking for something else. What are we looking for? No, we got the Matanceros. What else is out there that we can grab right now? Here we go. The Hyangosaurus. We'll go see if we can't get some Hyangosaurus fossils. And how's our park looking? Facility rating's actually decent. We just need dinosaurs. The facility rating's not great by any stretch, but we have decent visibility and we have good transportation, because that's going to go down though, unfortunately, here. So we need to start putting some food and drink in here, I do believe. So let us put some food, and before we do that, let's see, where do we really need food and drink? Not surprising, it's in these two viewing areas, because that's where everybody is. And I think right now, and we can change this later, but for right now, we're going to put a fast food here, broke. Make sure it has a path connection. There we go. Now we look, and we're ready to release our Ceratosaurus. Let's go ahead and do that.
If you ever want to build a situation where these animals will truly trust you, then there are times when you have to let them run free, even when that means they want to kill, because that's what they need to do.
Happy guests is what we strive to maintain.
All right, he's pretty cool, but he's not happy at all, you can see. So we're going to hit T on the PC, pull up our copter, add a task, and tell him to tranquilize that guy. So to move these guys around, you have to tranquilize them and then carry them. So we're going to tranquilize this CRT before he gets too bad and starts eating our guests. And while we're doing that, let's take a quick look at our fast food restaurant and look at the money tab, and we'll notice that we've got 101 out of 240 possible people coming in there. So we've got good coverage now. We can increase the staff to increase the capacity later on. Right now we don't need to run up those costs. While he's being tended to, let's keep this. This is where you kind of keep everything going. We've got some Hyangosaurus now. This is good. This will give us something else to put into our park.
You'll need to call in the
All right,
offshore
see, now he's been,
transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
He's been tranquilized, so we hit T for the ACU center and hit a transport team, and we select him. Now it says select destination, and we're going to move him
Asset to be collected.
over here to his new home in our little carnivore section. And we're going to take a close look when he gets over there to make sure he's happy with the grassland and forest combination he's got out there. And we've got the fast food restaurant actually helped us to fill something, and research clothes shop. Okay, we can do that. Building available, clothes shop. We need 200 grand to do that. So notice our income is slowly creeping up there. We're looking good. Now, this pin is probably bigger than it needs to be, honestly. I've probably overdone it a bit, but we'll see when he lands here. We'll see if the grassland seems to be a little excessive. But it's fine. It's fine. And if it turns out it is a little big, we'll switch it over, and I've got an idea of another very nice, large, mean dinosaur we can put in there. So we're going to use that M view, the overall view, and we're going to look at this guy, and he's not very happy, but his comfort is going up. And let's see if he's going to ram a fence because he's not happy. Oh, we left a hole in our fence. Oh, tranquilize him and get everybody to shelters. Dummy, dummy, dummy. All right, see this M view? I missed that little gap right there. So fortunately he's not running toward much of anything. And this little scrawny fence isn't much anyway, but it would have stopped him. So it's nice. He was good to it. He's actually happy. He's content. He's comfortable. But we left a hole in our fence. I left a hole in the fence. So this poor dude's going to get, poor young lady is going to get tranquilized yet again. There we go. So we call up our team and say transport this guy, and let's move him back over here one more time. So this is a good lesson learned for everybody. You build the fence, you hit the overview, and then you check it out and make sure that it's all connected and you've got a gate and all that good stuff. And we got most of that, but I definitely goofed up. Now that he's tranquilized and under control, we can close our shelters and let everybody back out into the park. And we have enough money now to do our research for the clothes shop. And we have some more fossils to extract. And our Angosaur, we're going to have to keep sending people there and keep working on that one to get that particular
Asset has been collected.
genome up to snuff.
Things are looking good
And
around
everything was
here,
to construct
huh?
and power
I
a
love what
clothes
you're
shop.
doing with the place.
We got ahead of them. We got ahead of them and put in the viewing gallery. Now we need a
Asset
clothes
delivered.
shop. So let's use our management view to look for shopping. And as you can guess, it's in our two spots. This one's hotter probably because, well, you know what? Doesn't matter why. It just is. So clothes shop, a good location for it would be near the demand. Make sure it has a path connection. Should have power. We're in good shape on our power, I believe. Yes, we are. Now let's go check our Ceratosaurus. Whoops. When they hide in the forest, you lose them when you come down from that M view. So I need him to come out of the forest. But he is happy. He's perfectly happy. So we know that he likes his environment. There we go. Now we can come down and take a look. And the grassland isn't too big. Plenty of forest, but he's fine.
What I'm seeing. Let's
And
keep
you can
it up.
see he could take a
Satisfaction is
partner
what we
if
aim
we
to
wanted
give our
to do it, but we
guests.
don't
Make
need
them
it.
appreciate the little things and the big things with the teeth and glassy eyes that could swallow
So
the
we're looking. So we're looking good there. And now we've finished our entertainment. And a new species has become available for us to go out and
happiness, and our guest
chase
numbers
down
are
fossils.
up as a result. That's what makes the entertainment division the envy of the rest. We get the results. Am I right?
When the parks are running well, our scientific research
So now we've got-
improves. Of course, I'd never tell this to Isaac directly.
Heard it?
I was going to add...
No? No. No. Too late. Heard it. Later, Doc.
Ugh.
So now you can see we've got some new species, but we want to let's keep working on this Hyangosaurus for now. We're only at 44. Okay, all we've got left is the science mission, and he actually is already ready for us. We've
Glad to
already
have
hit
you
the
on board.
requirements.
As you can imagine,
So let's start
the animals
that.
in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on. Okay.
All right,
Next, you'll need
so
to
we
incubate
had
the
to do this
animal in a
reload
Hammond creation
speed.
laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Now we've got the ACU. Now we've got the reload speed, and we might as well. Let's get our accuracy while we're going. We've controlled our disease outbreak. This is all good. Got a lot going on here. Now, when we research these upgrades, we can apply them to these slots like so. So right now, the only one we have is this reload speed, so we might as well give it that. And we could, in fact, put another reload speed in there if we chose to. We'll pass on that for right now. And let's see how we're doing here. He's still happy, which is a good thing, because that's a flimsy little fence. You see this guy's panicking, that's because of the Jeep driving around, but he'll run a little bit and then he'll calm right down. There we go. Alright, so now we have to make an Matanceros. Is there any requirement on how much? Just make one. More fossils coming in. Oh, here we go. Very high quality Angosaurus. Very high quality again. Excellent. And let's dip into that well one more time. But you can see our income is now up to over 100,000 because we've got our facility rating is up pretty decent, and our dinosaur rating is looking better and better. Okay, out here, we could use food, drink, etc. out here at this other paddock. That is true. So let's put some food out here. And another clothes shop. Let's just keep on that ACU for the moment. Okay, we're ready to release our dinosaur. And what we'll do with this one is open this gate so that he can just come right out into the area he belongs in.
This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because frankly,
he's agitated.
We are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back
Now
everything
you
I
notice
just said about
he's
this guy.
came out agitated. He shouldn't be, because look at this guy. He's perfectly happy. So this is obviously programmed into this mission. That Matanceros we created is agitated. He's going to break out. Open the gate, let him out. So as soon as we get our people out of the way, we'll wait and see what he does. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take him, and if we have to let one out, we're going to. There, he's hitting the gate, the wall. So let's tranquilize him. These flimsy little gates, it won't take him long to break through that. Which reminds me, we need a shelter out here in this area. Okay, so he's been tranquilized, and we're supposed to let him out, so let's just grab him and take him out here away from everybody. Let the dinosaur loose to attack guests. We will do that.
I gotta give props
become
where
more
props are
accurate.
due, and you slayed this building contract. Whoa! Here we
And let's
go.
become even
Your
more
rep is
accurate.
off the charts. So you're getting a reward from the entertainment division for your work on Isla Mantaceros.
And we'll give them an upgrade for scheduling so we can give him more tasks in case that comes up. Right now it's not a problem, but it could. So we've got a pretty good, decent start on our ACU unit. We have, our power is still in great shape. We're making good money, decent money. Our ratings are, yeah, we'll work on that. Right after we get this mission done, this will finish off all 3 of our missions for this first island. And you notice I'm keeping the guests in. I could let them all out, but we're going to be conservative here and keep the guests in the shelter. Drop this guy way out away from everybody, so we should be able to fulfill this obligation. He's now a threat to the guests as soon as he lands. And now is he going to become a threat? It needs to become a threat first. We may have put him too far out in the woods.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
All right. Let everybody out. Open and close the gate just in case we needed that. Here he comes. There we go.
Understood.
So, tranquilize that guy, and all you folks, why don't you go back into shelter for a moment?
I know you're busy, but this opportunity is just too good to pass up.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I
go.
understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible,
Now, we
this
can
is
move
not the
him
way I
back
would
where he
go about doing
belongs.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor.
And
I'm
let's
happy
make
to
sure that
discuss
he
it
didn't
at
damage
a later
our...
time. Right now,
Nope.
we have our hands full.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Okay, so now he's picked up. We can let everybody back out.
Asset.
And while that's going on, let's keep our fossils going. And once that research is done, I'm going to create a Hyangosaurus, maybe two. Let me see how this goes here. Hyangosaurus 1, okay. And if you haven't noticed, I'm doing the minimum amount of each one that's required for them to be happy, because I want to have as much variety as possible in this park. So I don't want to have 5 Triceratops taking up population when I could have 5 different species taking up population.
That's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
Okay, so
That's
at this
always been a
point we
challenge of
have
the
set up our
Jurassic
basic
industrial
infrastructure
complex.
for Matanceros.
Exploitation
We've
versus
created our
security.
first
The
carnivore.
immense
We
potential
have
for
several
profit
different
and
species
from
in our
violence.
park. We've got our facility rating up very high. We're starting to get a decent dinosaur rating, even though there are very few species available to us at this point. And we have, most importantly, now completed all 3 of our missions for this island. So we're going to wrap up this episode 2 right here, and then in episode 3 we'll take up improving our park rating just that little bit more we need so that we can open up our next island, Isla Muerta. So we'll qualify to go into that island. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for episode 3. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it adds to your enjoyment of the game, and I hope you'll join us for our next Jurassic World
We're doing the
Evolution
improbable,
video.
and you're
Thank
doing
you.
the impossible.